So let me ask you guys something real quick. You know Venom, right? Black alien suit, sharp teeth, all of that. But what if I told you Venom isn't even the beginning of the story? There's something way older, way stronger, and honestly way more terrifying behind all of it. And that's where Knull comes in. So today, I'm breaking down who Knull actually is and where he came from and why he's basically the reason symbiotes even exist in Marvel. Because once you understand him, Venom hits completely different. So welcome to this quick look at the backstory of Knull. So let's start at the very beginning. Before the universe had stars, before planets, before anything we recognize as life, there was just darkness. And Knull was already there. He didn't get created like everything else. He didn't evolve. He just existed in that void that we will call space. And for a long time, that was it. Just endless darkness, nothing else. But then the Celestials began to create the universe. Light started spreading everywhere. Galaxies, stars, all of it. Just exploding into existence. And to Knull, that wasn't creation. That was an invasion. Knull fought back against the light of creation by forging his living shadow into all black, the Necro Sword. That was the universe's first symbiote. This weapon wasn't just a blade. It was alive. It was fueled by the living abyss of Knull's own darkness. With all black in hand, Knull launched a crusade against the cosmic beings responsible for the universe. He didn't just fight them. He absolutely slaughtered them. In a display of ultimate power, he decapitated a Celestial whose massive severed head remains floating in Marvel lore today as a space station known as Nowhere. The process of forging the blade also explains the weaknesses shared by all symbiotes. The fear of fire, which was because Knull tempered the Necro blade within the intense heat of the dead Celestial's head. And the fear of loud sound was from the trauma from the repetitive hammering Knull used to shape the living abyss into the sword. Seriously, can you imagine that? Man, that must suck. After that, Knull realized something. A single weapon isn't enough. So he creates more. He starts forming an entire species out of living darkness. The Symbiotes. And these things are supposed to be simple at first. No emotions, no thoughts, just extensions of his will. A hive mind. The perfect army. And for a while, it works exactly how he wants. He spreads across worlds, conquering everything in his path, using the symbiotes like living weapons. But then something happens that he didn't expect. The symbiotes started bonding with other life forms. With the help of Thor's lightning! During the Viking era, Thor struck a massive symbiote dragon called the Grendel with a bolt of divine lightning. The strike was so powerful that it physically severed the connection between the symbiote hive mind and, of course, their creator, Knull. And when the symbiotes bonded with other life forms, they started changing. They began to feel emotions and develop identities. They started to think for themselves. So that means they were no longer extensions of Knull. And Knull seen that as betrayal, because to him, they were never supposed to be individuals. They were supposed to be tools, weapons. So eventually the symbiotes just turned on him. The entire creation turned against him. They combined their will and managed to trap him inside their own living world, cutting him off from the universe. That world becomes known as Clintar. If you didn't know, Clintar also means cage. So here's the thing. The whole time, he was just rebuilding his strength over time, and his influence didn't fully go away. He still whispered through the symbiotes, and he still existed in the back of their minds. And that's where things get interesting. Because every symbiote you've seen, Venom, Carnage, all of them, they're all still connected to him, even if they didn't realize it. So when you see Venom's powers, or Carnage's aggression, or any of the symbiote behavior, it all traces back to Knull. In King in Black, Knull finally breaks free. He arrives on Earth with an entire army of symbiote dragons, covering the planet in darkness and trying to take everything back, and he also rips Sentry in half, and yeah, that's what it looks like. But what makes Knull really dangerous isn't how strong he is. He doesn't want power like most villains. He just wants to erase everything and return it to darkness. Well, until he got defeated by Venom. But now, he's back! And is facing off against Hela in the upcoming Queen in Black event. In the next video, I'm going to break down the origins of Venom and how it ended up on Earth and how it bonded with Eddie Brock, and how it became something completely different from what Knull originally intended. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Stay nerdy, guys.